For months, we've been posting videos featuring artwork for our upcoming comic, Interdimensional Issue 3. And of course, because we've been working on it for so long, people rightfully want to know, when can I actually buy it? And when can I buy reprints of Interdimensional 1 and 2? Why is your online store still empty? And why is all of this taking so long? So if you've been asking any of these questions, and especially if you're a Kickstarter backer, this video should help answer everything. And don't worry, it's all mostly good news. So far, Lydia has finished pencils and inks for the main short story in issue 3, Dream Hotel. This is the artwork that you've seen on our Kickstarter page and in all of our content posted in 2024. Dream Hotel ended up being 34 pages, and is easily our most ambitious and sophisticated story yet. Right now, the biggest hurdle in my life is coloring the entire thing. Originally, I was planning on finishing all 34 pages in time to hit a planned April ship date. Unfortunately, even though I'm fully vaccinated, I tested positive for COVID and basically lost almost 2 months because I was too ill to sit up and stare at a screen for hours at a time. I had a fever for weeks, and even after it went down, I struggled with exhaustion and light sensitivity for a long time, which was really scary considering that my life is basically sitting at the computer. But I'm finally feeling better, and have slowly been working my way back to multi-hour coloring sessions. As of this video, I've finished 26 of the 34 pages, which means there's only 8 to go. However, some of the remaining pages are the most detailed Lydia has ever drawn, so it's going to be intense. But I think I can finish all the coloring by the end of May, and then it's only a matter of lettering them all, which is much faster, and I should be able to knock out in several days or a week. Now, while I've been down and out with COVID, Lydia has been penciling and inking the surprise bonus short story that will round out issue 3, Wax Dolls. For those who have read Interdimensional 1, you might remember the hand-painted comic Ecomat in the back. This new short is sort of similar, an additional story that lets Lydia go all out on some analog techniques, both to save me time in Photoshop and also to champion some classic old-school methods that are surprisingly popular on our social media. You may have seen our recent short on Inkwash. Well, this is a character study for Wax Dolls, and the final pages will ultimately be shaded in a very similar style. If everything goes to plan, we should be sending out the digital edition of issue 3 to Kickstarter backers in early June. And of course, all Kickstarter backers at every level get the PDF edition, so you'll be able to read it while you're waiting for packages to actually ship. Now, speaking of physical merch, the reprints of Interdimensional 1 and 2 are on their way from Comics Wellspring now, so we should have hundreds of those copies in hand soon. The moment Interdimensional 3 is done, again hopefully in early June, we'll send files off to be printed, and we'll have to hope that the printer can turn them around relatively quickly. In the past, Comics Wellspring has been relatively quick, needing only a few weeks to do a print run, but sometimes they have higher demand, and wait times could be longer than usual. At this point, we'll just have to wait and see, and keep everyone updated. All the other merch is going well. Both shirt designs have come back from the manufacturer, as have art prints, and they all look amazing. And I'm currently prepping files to go to the enamel pin manufacturer and sticker vendor. Surprisingly, one of our more popular items during the Kickstarter was the cassettes. In the past, I've always dubbed them by hand, but we actually raised enough money that I'm going to look into doing a pro tape run through duplication.ca. Okay, so basically if you're keeping track, the goal, ideally, is to have the pages for issue 3 done in early June, and hopefully all merch and printed comics in hand before June is over. Then we'll likely spend 2 to 3 weeks packing and shipping orders, so if you're a Kickstarter backer, you might have to be patient with us, which I know is hard because we keep asking for more time. Once we fulfill all the Kickstarter orders, we'll list all the remaining merch, and there's going to be extras of everything. We'll list all of that on our online store on battingstudios.com. So, thank you as always to all of our fans. Issue 3 is going to be amazing. And even if we aren't posting frequent updates, please know that as long as we're healthy, we work on something Bad Ink related almost constantly. And we want our work to be done and out in the world more than anyone.